realize that it is fear that holds us back more than anything else. Because if you were absolutely guaranteed of success, you'd be unstoppable. I mean, you would be a force of nature. If someone were to put a blessing on you and say that you are indestructible and you could accomplish any goal you ever set for yourself.
Build confidence in close relationships. For some people, self-confidence regarding personal relationships is challenging. You may find that you have confidence in many other areas of your life, your business, talents, and so forth, but lack the confidence to have successful personal relationships. For some, this is due to past experiences. Once bitten, twice shy, so to speak. For others, it just seems to be how they're wired. They just can't be the social butterfly they wish they could be. If any of this describes you, pay attention to the tips and suggestions in this video. First, recognize you're not alone. Pretending like you don't have trouble with confidence is not going to help. You'd be surprised at how many people who seem naturally born confident actually took time and effort to learn the art of self-confidence in their relationships. If there weren't a growing number of people in need of self-confidence, there wouldn't be a growing field of confidence coaches and life coaches to help. Consider some coaching. You might consider becoming a client of a life or confidence coach. These coaches specialize in helping people realize their potential, both professionally and personally. There's no shame in seeking advice, whether from a friend or a professional. You have a contribution. If you feel insecure when you think of your interpersonal relationships, or when you think of starting one, it might help to remember that you have something of value to contribute to that relationship. You have a contribution. Lack of confidence may stem from a sense that relationships are only about you pleasing the other person or getting him or her to like you. However, it's important to realize that you have something to contribute to the relationship which will benefit the other person, which is you. Flaws will happen. Remember that both you and the person with whom you are in a relationship have flaws. Everyone does. People who lack confidence in relationships tend to walk on eggshells, afraid they will say or do something to cause the other person to turn against them. But truthfully, someone who really likes or loves you is not going to ditch you just because you said one off-color thing or made one mistake. And if they do, you didn't need them to begin with. Start to silence the negative inner voices. First, you need to recognize it. Listen for a few days to your inner voice. What's it saying? Do you hear, "You're not good enough, no one would ever put up with you," or "I just can't go over there and talk to him or her"? Once you begin to hear these thoughts, it's time to take action and change them. Often, such negative self-talk is a habit and you don't even realize you're doing it. You have to forge new habits of positive self-talk instead. Don't forget, you have something to contribute to a relationship, and the right person will be glad to have you as an addition to their life.